what's been like the biggest challenge since you retired? Like, could it be how you manage your time, money situations? Can you just go into details about things of those natures?
Uh, I think it was more so the first thing you said there was the time aspect of it, to where the biggest thing in retirement, especially you do it 10 years or whatever have you. It was for a good portion of your year, if you will, your time is very much slotted out in whatever aspect, whether you're in season or out of season. You got some type of scheduling going on, or at least you should. At least I know I did whenever I was operating at my best, and when I wasn't, it was just hectic, all over the place. So to me, the biggest thing I was able to take into, or at least help me start living just civilian life, if you will, was having at least that background and knowledge of what it meant to have a regimented schedule, or at least a detailed and organized schedule. So that to me was really what transitioned me, I think, from fucking playing to not, excuse my language, but playing to not, and learning how to actually live, a happy life, if you will, without doing, what, made you, happy in some aspect for so long. I know it
Right.
was, as far as the path, the journey, if you will, it was, not always, smiles in that, but ultimately, the career of that, the preparation for a season, the out of season, rest that you need after that, just that whole aspect of it, ultimately that schedule changed, but what was learned during that time was invaluable. It was just a matter of figuring out how that translated to, like I said, it's not always X's and O's back there,
Yeah.
as far as keeping things right, or at least trending in that direction around
Can I
around
can I
this
put
way.
can I put the camera on that real quick just to highlight
Yes,
it?
sir.
2 seconds. So he's talking about the chalkboard in the back.
I would move it
This is
closer, but
yeah. This is
fucking
this is
my
working.
plugs and shit don't go all over the place. My bad. I keep.
You good?
I got it. I'll do better.
And then yeah, that was great. That was great. Dang near took up the whole time. The last
Hey,
question.
y'all know how to edit over there, sir?
Yeah, no, that's what we need. Is the more the better, the more the better. And then
Okay.
the last question is, how do you, how is being a coach helped you see the game of football after, obviously you played for how many different teams? Was it 4 different teams? 3 different teams?
Cardinals for a minute, Philly. Yeah, it was three or four
Okay,
or
yeah.
something.
So,
Yeah, it was a
can
few
you
of them
just tell me,
joints.
can you just tell me about how the difference of coaching, instead of because you were once in our shoes. So I know you've always been a coach that's kind of I've come to since you've been here because you've been in our shoes, at the highest level. So can you just touch on that how you interact with the players, how things have kind of changed your role from being the player to the coach?
Yeah, I think I started my coaching journey even before, at least how I see it, before I even was retired. My dad coached me in high school basketball, so I consider that my foundation as far as basically running his camps. Damn near when we were just me and my brother just getting done with high school. And even a little bit after that. So to me, that was, like I said, my foundation in that, just the learning of, the communication aspect of a player and a coach, what I ultimately wanted to be, as a coach slash teacher, to where, that was even my first step in this coach's thing was working with my dad and coaching girls basketball, actually, come back to my high school